Hello, greetings and salutations. Welcome to my channel. My name is Marie and I am an author. And in this video, I'm going to catch you all up as to what's been happening to me in 2025 and also share with you my goals and aspirations for the next few remaining months of 2025 going into the next year coming up, which is 2026. Excited to be here. It's been a while. And to my longtime subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate your support and welcome back. To anyone who's watching this video for the first time that popped up in your YouTube feed, hello again and welcome. Brief introduction as to who I am. My name is Marie Silva and I am an author. My current genre that I am writing in is romance, and also I have a science fiction novel with romance as well. Included in it, I have 5 published novels that are available for purchase on Amazon and Google Play. On Amazon and Google Play, they have the ebook edition or Kindle edition that you can put on your electronic device, like a tablet, laptop, phone. And if you are an old school type of reader, you can get my books in a paperback edition as well through Amazon. I put the links in the description box below. So if you want to check it out, please do. So that's who I am. And again, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate y'all being here. Now, what's been happening for me in 2025? Well, life has been very busy for me, and it's affected my, I would say, my life, part of my life that is an author. Now, ever since the publication of my last book, I've been kind of going back and forth on book projects, trying to get something going. I have made attempts to kind of put space in between the projects so it gives me a little breathing room. And this breathing room has extended for now, I would say, going into the second or third year. It's an interesting time for me because usually I'm very active when it comes to my writing. But life, gets in the way in many respects. And I'm thinking of this kind of as a reset period for me where I take it day by day. There's moments where I do get bursts of creativity in terms of my writing, but all in all, it's a pretty quiet period. Um, Now, being an author is not a primary source of income for me. In a perfect world, it would be a primary source of income, but at this time, that's not the case. So, one of the things I've had in the last few years is a job, which is 9 to 5, and I have to, of course, put my focus on that job because that job pays the bills. Uh, yes, on occasion, I will get some sales from my books, which I do appreciate as always. I'm always grateful for that. And so, this career as an author right now is one of many streams of income that I have. It's not the primary source of income, but it is a stream of income. And that's something that I'm extremely grateful for. So currently, I have my 5 novels. 4 of them are romances of different styles in many respects. And then I have, my science fiction, epic with romance in it, with the hopes of starting an actual series with that. Now, and time again, I have the I have the inspiration to create, to work on, a project, for my writing. And I'm working on trying to get back into that habit because with everything going on in my life, I kind of gotten myself out of the habit of actually writing. And that's something I do have to work on. Now, I do have a lot of different, I would say, book projects, works in progress, manuscripts, and different, I would say, levels of completion. And right now, I don't have anything at this time to say that I'm close to, I would say, publishing a new novel in the next, few months or so. But it is something that I'm going to be striving for. And that is pretty much what it is right now in terms of my life as an author. Um, I do have, life, as a regular person, of course, as a human, that always takes precedence over being an author. Kind of sounds an interesting way of thinking about it, but that is what it is for me. And don't mind me, I'm going to look down at my post-it note that I've done for myself because I have a tendency to do what I call go on a journey of words, which is kind of like a tangent, uh, going off the subject a little bit, focus on something that could be minuscule. And I'm trying my best to be better when I suddenly go on these journey of words. So I've working on trying to be a little more focused on what I'm wanting to do. So you see me looking down a little bit as I get myself somehow on that journey of words. Uh, it just means I'm getting myself back on track. So that's the general update as my life as an author. I have my 5 books that are published. I have my various book projects that are in different stages of development. And right now, none of them are as close to publishing as I would like, but that's a well, play on words in a way, work in progress in a sense. And got to get myself back in the habit of writing. And I've been trying to focus a little more on like social media a little bit. I just right now have just Facebook and Instagram and YouTube as well. And sometimes I'll get some, I would say, feedback from Facebook and Instagram. But unless you're constantly posting on those 2 platforms, of course, you don't get the engagement that I would like, right? Because of the dang algorithm that they have there. And also, whenever there's a sale for Prime Day on Amazon, I do work on getting at least a sale going on for that time frame. I did one recently in July, and then I think there's a next one that's going to be coming up either in October or November, which is, the holiday time. And so, you know, keep an eye out. There'll be another sale around that time. And yeah, pretty much I am a one woman show here when it comes to being an independent author. I am the writer, I am the editor, I am the cover designer, I am the social media marketing maven, and uh, and now kind of like a YouTuber in many respects. Pardon me, I have to scratch my nose. Love it when that happens randomly. Um, but this is pretty much who I am right now, and I do have other things going on in my life that have to take precedence sometimes when it comes to again. This is not my primary source of income. Kind of do it like a side gig in a way, and but like I said, just got to get back into the habit of doing things, and I personal life, just sharing a little bit. I have my own home. Um, I live with family. And of course, when you are a homeowner, there's always something going on with the home. And this year for me, my highlight was my roof. You know, in February, when I was planning to do something in February in terms of Project Rise related to, my author life, uh, the universe, God was like, no, we need you to pay attention to other things. And I had a ceiling come down in one of my rooms, and then that just snowballed into me needing a brand new roof. And that's something that I have um, had to do, of course, with help from my family member who lives with me. And that, is becomes your total focus until, you get that done. And especially important when living in the state of Florida, especially down south where I live, which is in the Miami area. You have to worry about, the rain and water getting in the house. And then you have hurricane season, which we are in the middle of right now. Thankfully, it's been quiet. So I'm going to just knock on something, which is not technically wood, but I'm going to knock on wood. Good juju towards that because it's been quiet so far. Um, but that's an important thing that needs to be addressed and focused. And I don't have a project manager to do that. I'm the project manager when it comes to stuff like that. And then also I have, and if you follow me on my social media pages, which is Facebook and Instagram, you've seen that I have my cat coven, which are my outdoor cats that are outside, loving cats, and they also, take up a majority of my attention as well. And of course, I have my full-time job. That's my primary form of income. 5 days a week, and that's something that has to be my focus at this time. So that's what's going on in terms of my life as an author. Um, well, okay, that's an interesting sound outside. Gotta love, my neighborhood. It's a suburban type of neighborhood, but it is also verge on the urban side. So oftentimes we'll get some exciting stuff going on. So I don't know if the audio work that I'll be doing will drown that out in the background, but that is an interesting sound and everything's okay. Okay, so thank you for sticking with me so far. I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about what my goals for the rest of 2025, going into 2026. First and foremost, of course, I have my list of book projects that I have in various stages of development, and I'm going to see what I can do in terms of getting at least one or maybe two novels published, during this time. Again, there's other things that have to, other factors that have to come in and work out when it comes to doing something like that. So that's my primary focus there. I have to get myself back into the habit of writing because if you're not doing it every day per se, creatively, and this is a passion of mine, and if I'm not feeding into that passion, it becomes a challenge when I want to jump back into it, and I don't have that, I would say, mindset to give a nice focus to that creation. So that's something that I will be working on. Another thing I'm going to be working on is creating more of a writing nook for me. I have a small home. It's very compact when it comes to space. I don't have really any true space for focusing on my creative writing. And that's something that I have to set up so I can uh, get in the mode of writing. The primary area that I use for my writing is, my living area, my living room. And I have a little like mini little like desk that I have that I use to put on my laptop. But, I get distracted pretty easily. Before, I had no problem when I was writing my earlier novels. But nowadays, it's not that case. Different time, different environment, different feeling. So now I have to put it in a way that I can have it nicely set up so I can focus completely on the writing aspect. Because I do have other areas of my home that are occupied by other things, and I can't easily switch them out to make it a writing nook. But to be to be determined at this time. Another thing is, of course, I want to step up a little bit more when it comes to my social media aspects, like filming videos here to upload on YouTube. Again, I do have a list of subjects that I think will work for videos. Again, got to get into the habit of doing this in order for me to produce what content I want to share with you all. Facebook and Instagram are my primary social media tools. Um, Again, what I typically am doing right now to stay active on that area is I do the stories more where I find like stuff to share. On occasion, I will share pictures of my feline family, outdoor feline family, and little other things as well. But that's something that I will be stepping up a little bit more. I do have a profile on Pinterest, and I pretty much know what my plan is to do for Pinterest, as an author, as Marie Silva author on Pinterest, and that's a work in progress. And I have like different boards to be related to my characters in my books. I'm very excited about it. Just a matter of me getting myself organized to get that going. Um, right now, there's no TikTok. The reason why I say no TikTok is that TikTok, there's always something going on with TikTok. It's either not going to be happening in the United States for whatever reason, and then there's always something going on with the algorithm. Um, Maybe once everything gets sorted out and TikTok is here to stay more consistently, then that's something that I will definitely consider as a means of, you know, being as a means, excuse me, of social media. I do have LinkedIn. LinkedIn is also another social media outlet more for professionals than anything else. And I should utilize that more, and I will utilize that more. And maybe get back to blogging. I know I'm very inconsistent when it comes to blogging, um, but I also feel comfortable doing the vlogging as well, basically taping or filming, taping, feel like I'm in the 1980s or 90s or something by saying that. But yeah, that's what the plans are in terms of the social media aspect as well. Um, so that's the primary goals that I have, is to get myself back into the habit of writing, creating a nice writing nook for myself, being more active on social media, being more consistent when it comes to creating content, and you know whatever else comes up. I also, a way that I am, putting my creativity to work is also by doing art projects, like watercolors is something that I love to do now. Been doing the watercolors for the last 4 years, finding some nice teachers that are online that I learn from. I also do acrylics as well. Um, some of the M's that are on my wall are my creations, because uh, there's really no, I would say, a lot of artistic creativity when it comes to the monogram letters. And I don't find that for my letter as well, because M is not really a common letter, I guess, that I don't find. But anyway, going back on my journey of words, coming back to the present time right now. And that's pretty much what I am sharing with you today. And so if you made it this far, thank you so very much for being here. I appreciate the time you're taking out of your day to watch me, to listen to me. I am very appreciative of that. Your support by watching this video helps me tremendously on YouTube. Um, Now, if this video in many respects resonates as to what your life is right now, you're going through a period of reset when it comes to your creative projects, right? Or whatever else that you hear in this video resonates with you, please let me know in the comments. I always like to hear from you. I love interacting with people in the comments, and I appreciate um, the feedback, from my videos, because I know that sometimes I do have a tendency to ramble, going on my journey of words. Uh, some people say that my voice is very monotone and it puts them to sleep. So if this is a great ASMR video, I'm here for it in many respects. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you today. So if this resonates for you and you like this video, please, click on the like button, to show the likes to me. Be greatly appreciative. Comment below. I'm going to put in a comment down there. Pretty much saying, are you in the middle of your reset period? What can you share with me and others as to how we can, motivate oneself to make this more of a habit, by writing and such. I'll word it better than what I'm actually saying because I'm just thinking of it off the top of my head. And yeah, and if this is your first time, on my channel, you like this video and you want to see more of these type of videos, please hit on the subscribe button and also the bell icon. So whenever I upload new content, then you'll be notified on YouTube. And last but not least, again, this is not my primary stream of income. I would like for my writing, for my books, for this author career to become a primary source of income for me. And if you can help me out, it'd be greatly appreciated. I put the links to my Amazon and Google Play stores below. Again, I write romance novels of different degrees, and I have a science fiction novel with romance in it. And again, Amazon and Google Play has the electronic versions or the ebook versions or the Kindle book versions, depending on where you get it. And again, if you like a physical book, then Amazon will do a physical book and send it out to you and everything. And another way to help me out there is by leaving a review of the books on both sites and then rating the books as well. That helps me see who's reading my books, hear your feedback on my books, and it'll help me rise my profile on both sites for people to read my novels as well. So that's pretty much it for now. I thank you very much for your time being here. I will be doing more videos this year for the remainder of 2025 and now beyond. Some videos will be long, some videos will be short, but first we got to get back into the habit of doing these videos. And tonight is the start of the habit here. And again, my name is Marie, and I am an author, and I thank you very much for being here. Please take care of yourselves. I know it's a tough world for a lot of us out there, and I would like this to be kind of like a safe space in many respects. When you come here, listen to me, get a different perspective on life in many respects. And this is again, start of a note. Let me start over. Bear with me a moment here. This is not a blooper. This is just me being in real life. Trying not to go back on my journey of words because I do tend to do that. But anyway, take care of yourselves. I hope to see you again soon. Again, please comment on the video to help me out and let me know you're here. And I will talk to you again soon. Stay tuned. And again, take care. Bye-bye.